Alright guys, so here's a little update on the room. Let me open the door so I can get a good shot of it. This room's, it's not smaller than the other room, it's just shaped different. So, as you can see, I went ahead and changed my plan of putting them on the wall, and I just stuck them in the back corner and made a little aisle like that. I still gotta get rid of this thing, but I've got like roaches and Pac-Man frog, and I got the workbench still over there. Gotta move this desk out of here. Crested geckos still got to go up on a shelf. I'll probably put them on top of these racks once I get everybody put in. As you can tell, I have downsized a lot. I even got rid of one rack, and I had another 6-shelf homemade one. That one's empty, obviously, and I had a big old hatchling rack. Probably didn't show a lot of pictures of it because it was really horrible, but here's my my hatchling rack, and it's a little over halfway full, so I've still got tons of room for stuff this year. Panther geckos are in that, and some late hatching ones from last year that hatched in the fall and winter. But I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 empty spots on the iris rack, and 1 empty spot on this one, which that tub way up at the top there is going to go in that slot there, and that 1755 right there is going to be condensed into a iris, because that's a sterilite up there. So I'll put that in an iris and slide that in. There isn't what's labeled on there. I just haven't crossed it off yet. But that is my little update. There's my little mat from Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy, so much. It's really come in handy, and I'm going to cover the rest of the hardwood floors with the other mats. And yeah, it turned out actually pretty good, where I've got enough now that, because I've got 3 of these Vivarium electronics, but my other ones are VE100s. I've got 2 of the VE100s. The VE200 is a pulse, so it is going to stay at 94 for forever, where the other ones, the proportional ones, they go up to like 96, then cool down until they get to 92, and then go back up to 96 if you've got it set at 94. So I've got this set up here, and I like it a lot better. I got the extension cord running out the side here, but I'm going to put it up through there, down the middle here. Obviously I can't sandwich these together because there are probes. So they've got a little 1/4-inch gap in there, and I will go ahead and shove the cord up through there. I got to get a outdoor weatherproof extension cord, just because there's humidity and heat and all that fun stuff in here. Run it down to this outlet. At some point I will go ahead and turn that outlet into a GFCI. So I go GFCI to a surge protector, which is also running my heater in the room. I have the heater set at 75, so it's getting it to 77 now, because this room gets a lot of sun. The other room also got a lot of sun, but it had like a fence and all kinds of really tall trees and lattice and ivy and stuff growing on it. So I didn't get sun like this. I mean, I'll turn off the light and you can see that it's still really hot. So it's nice and toasty. This is my homemade-ish incubator. I've got isopods and springtails. Just 1 springtail there. The rest are isopods, because I do the springtails. They're not here. They're at the other house still. I gotta get those and bring them over. But super long video, I know. I've got the 3 crested gecko things and the incubator back there on the floor. That's the male incubator on the floor, and females over here. They're both loaded. I've got more of these tackle box things at the other house with eggs in them. just because I've got a million Turkmenicus crosses. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Whatever's written on the tubs besides their name and hatch date and stuff is old news. I haven't cleaned the outside of the tubs or used the hand sanitizer on the Sharpie since they laid eggs last year. So I found that this year it's a whole lot easier to just write it in a book. Never have to worry about it coming off on the tub, or if you sell the animal and then wash the tub without thinking, it's all in your book. So, yeah, that is my update. Here's my new workbench area. This has got a slide out thing that had a printer in it. I'm going to go ahead and bring that back, put a trash can instead of a printer. And then, of course, I've got two nice drawers. There's some trash in there from previous. And a little slide out workbench. And then, of course, the keyboard tray is huge. And, you know, not even to mention that the workbench it's a 5-foot table or desk. So awesome. I'm loving that. I went ahead and hung a surge protector on the side of the rack here. I'm going to clean up those cords, shove them all back underneath the racks. And I did lose one tail so far. The female reticulated panther gecko lost her tail because of the move. So this is my collection now, and it's going to be even smaller and smaller and smaller until the iris rack is my adults, or actually all of my different species. So I will put the fat tails at the bottom, followed by the panther geckos, followed by wheeler eye, and then leopard geckos, which would be fascios, Turkmenicus, africanicus, and Total Eclipse Translucent Project, and Skull stuff. Skull's at the very, very top in her own big, huge tub because she deserves it. So this will be wholesale hatchlings. I will just put a bunch of 36 quart tubs, stack it up, grow them out when they're a month, sell whatever's in the tubs for a set price shipped, and that's how you do wholesale. It's very easy. Don't even look at it and give them names. You just wholesale them right away. And then, of course, special project line breeding stuff will be on the back rack. And then I will filter out through here and exchange, you know, put them in the grow out racks, sell the old breeder, and do some crop rotation. Which later on in the year I'll talk about line breeding properly with 3 groups of 5, where you interchange so that you never get inbreeding issues, or less than what you would normally get, I guess you should say, because they're all going to get inbreeding issues anyways. But that's a whole nother video. So this is my super long room update. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to have some other racks, probably not in here. I'll probably put them down in one of the rooms in the basement with the superworm breeding extravaganza and dubia roach breeding and mealworm breeding. I gave up on crickets. I hate crickets. Screw crickets. Crickets can just go away and die. I hate crickets. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Have a great day. Talk to y'all later. Be safe, be happy, and toodaloo.